Hey guys, I'm looking live here. We're gonna start off the show, and all right, I like this new format. All right, start this game off. So, your college football game. So,
What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy.
all right,
And it's
new
working
game, new
because
everything.
they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Kenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina.
Oh, they got me on the raining game.
As we see
Oh,
a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollock. And the Tar Heels backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. Running back searching for a hole. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that
yeah.
and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of Africa.
Shit.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Johnson looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Shipp. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The play action fake. Lets it fly. He's got an open man.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early.
Do good.
We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Lets it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
Man, these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide open wide receivers, you still expect them to fit that ball in there and make it happen.
And the Tar Heels will call on their punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll wave for the fair catch.
Okay.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the grab. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers?
We're doing good
not
here.
High, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and shoot up some yards after the catch.
Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he makes the catch. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Now, fourth down. Black 24.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. And it's in. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got a man, it's good. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design, it's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
The Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Johnson looking to throw. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. It's a seam wide open. Defense falls on the ball. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Looking down the middle. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
It's caught. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
All right,
Finally,
good.
this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Myers on the move. Got his man. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Hall. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Johnson wants to throw it. Gets it out fast. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
He's shoved out of bounds right the 6-yard line as they were able to at least keep him out of the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down.
All right, let's go. Let's go. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Go.
Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into
What
it?
a
Not
touchdown
back in it
right
yet.
there.
It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to
Man, look at Ramsey
get
downpours.
some momentum going.
The game is so real, this game.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. They're going back to the ground. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. On the option. Now the toss. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Johnson looking to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Using the quick game. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south. Defense.
We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and this drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Off the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at 18. The Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They are are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. The pitch. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but using that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's loose. Turning on the Jets. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Snagged out of the air. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Bunch formation for these receivers.
All right, we good here.
Johnson wants to throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. Going up top again. He didn't quite make it to the sticks, and it'll bring up a 4th down from the 42.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
And your decision to go for it on 4th down has a lot to do with your kicker. How strong is his leg? Some of these guys nowadays, they can boot the ball 50, 60 yards, no problem. Do I believe in him or do I go for it? And they believed in their offense, they went for it, and they got the 1st down.
And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. The Tar Heels have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the 1st himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And the Tar Heels back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The give to the tailback. An explosive
we run that ball.
Game as he's got the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
The Tar Heels need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Got his man. And the ball's on the ground. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And what a great play by the defense with their against the wall. They create the fumble and then jump on it.
No.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Johnson looking to throw. Got a man. It's Johnson. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. Going to swing it on second down. Grab near the marker is Culliver. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
As a defender,
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
It's a catch. 2 feet. This will be 1. Yep.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Schiff. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Tar Heels will hustle to the line. Now the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
The Tar Heels decide to punt it away.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the...
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And down he goes back at the 3.
There's an example of a dude getting beat one-on-one with his quarterback getting closer and closer to his end zone, man. That's scary.
And the Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Fires left. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Going deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there.
Okay, 7 hours. Wait. Alright, try again. I only got 7 hours to this. Till the real game.
What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So North Carolina's offense will go to work first. And there has been a lot of talk about this guy. Jesse, they say the farther away you line up from the football, the easier it is to play early. When you're as good as this dude, you're going to play no matter what.
Well, this offense knew he was good coming out of high school, but talking to their quarterback and their coaching staff before the game, David, they didn't know he was this good. He's made catches in practice. He's done things in scrimmage that is completely wowing everybody. Now the question, can he do it when the lights are on and everybody's watching?
And I think receiver is the best spot to transfer being a freshman. Like, it's not the biggest adjustment. These guys aren't so much bigger that you're going against. It's speed. He has the speed. He has the hype. I'm excited to watch this debut.
Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Johnson looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Tar Heels will punt it away on fourth down. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So TCU's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's French. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off play action. Heaves it on the run. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year that teams come out of nowhere.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots and read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Trying to beat the D deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Tar Heels will punt this one away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the punt team able to... They'll put this one in play first. The drive from the 25. He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. Shows him the stiff arm. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
Fires to the big fella. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Tar Heels are flying down the field. Johnson wants to throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll be... Running back searching for a hole. Across the 45. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Tight end finds a soft spot. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
All right, we're going to hit that.
And he's already got 43 yards on the ground. Into the end zone he goes.
We got it. Let's go.
North Carolina.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Rush is on him. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. They're working that left side. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and
Okay, we good here.
Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Sets up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The option look. Now the toss. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
On 3rd down, going up top. Makes the grab. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Tar Heels want to crank the tempo. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And the end.
There's Let's go. Try something else.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Wants to go up top. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Going for the big play, and it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. And the Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the grab down the middle. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Quickly to the top. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly.
On the sweet spin, and he's free. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him? Or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
And the Tar Heels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Let's go. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times in these goal-to-go situations. 1st and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical back.
To the end zone, and it's picked off.
This is obviously not a...
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's complete to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And what good defense to be sound, to be disciplined. Listen, they don't throw to the fullback often, but they were ready for it, kept their eyes on their keys, went and played it, tackled the fullback for a loss.
You got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Trying play action. Sends it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They
Converts on 4th down. Still going. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They're setting up the screen. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage is going to be.
The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo. Johnson looking to throw. They'll run the screen. They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking for space. It's French. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got
All right, we're doing good.
15-yard line.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next one.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UNC! That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense...
Ooh, wow.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
With the catch, it's French. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. This time they'll go to the running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Motion from the wide receiver. Johnson wants to throw it. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Tar Heels are in the hurry-up.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
How about that defense? Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Listen, I would get rid of that thing fast, too, if I've been sacked that many times today. They're coming every angle. Everybody's coming. They've got to me the whole day. Can somebody please get my back?
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Takes the handoff. It's Hall. He's not going to make it. What a job of this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Offense facing 4th down.
We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Johnson looking to throw. He lets one fly deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Pocket breaking down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Yeah, and how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, 3rd and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
And it's swatted. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And the Tar Heels moving quickly to the line. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys are on the field and they force an incompletion.
We gotta do something.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going up top. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. And it's batted away.
I'm not losing this game. Yes, I get it. Right back. I know it's gonna be a little challenging, but it's okay.
What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dance. Johnson looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. The good news about starting the season out top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room.
They are back locked up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. The pitch. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Makes the catch. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. On 4th down, looking to pass. Complete out of the backfield. Breaks the tackle. And the Tar Heels get enough for the 1st down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. On the option. He'll pitch it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that 1st down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Brings up 2nd down.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And that's a gift, right? Like, he was pretty dang open, and that drag route came open, and he had a chance to catch that, chew up some yards, but the defense will take it. And I tell you what, when you go over the middle, man, you got to have some courage. And I don't know if he felt some pressure and some bodies around him, but that was a clear drop.
All right, we good.
We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period.
North Carolina, 0.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. They'll give it to the back. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Of
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes.
Turning on the Jets. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
The Tar Heels get it past the sticks.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Can't hang on, is incomplete. I mean, he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off the boot, looking for his man. Fires on the move. Working on the right. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. On the move, he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for room. It's French. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Has to get there to move the sticks. Well, he might want another play. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Right back to the well. Got enough for the 1st down. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Looking for space, it's French.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the
Oh,
football.
good.
You still can line up. You get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
All down, but he has enough to move the got 59 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. The Tar Heels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. With the catch, it's Johnson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. And the Tar Heels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Johnson looking to throw. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on.
All right, we need points. Let's go.
And let's check it.
Just keep me on straight.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got his man. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short. Looking to fire. They're setting up the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
They're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Johnson wants to throw it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. To the air on first down. Trying to set up the screen. To run. Heading to the end zone.
All right, we got it.
He'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Johnson looking to throw. Got a man. It's Culliver. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Takes a hit as he fires. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, you see them there taking the shot, and I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long. What a disappointment. No good.
Okay, we need to get ball anyway. Okay, we tried that. We do.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground to open the 2nd half. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick.
He's loose. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Tar Heels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Leaves it with the back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
The Tar Heels look to keep this drive humming. Johnson wants to throw it. Hauls it in.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Shipp. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the 1st down.
After
Dragged
picking
him
up
out.
a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying play action. He's got his man, makes the grab. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 2nd down. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive
It's gonna
him
stick.
crazy. When he watches it, it'll be 3rd down. Johnson looking to throw. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Touchdown!
Okay, we got it. Let's go.
They take the lead with the 6.
And that is why timing so important in the passing game. That is a critical fourth down near the goal line. Everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. Two dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Trying to get the corner. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. And the Tar Heels can really attack on this second and short. Turning it on! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down. The Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And good work by the coverage team. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
First and 10 from their own 17. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for room, it's French. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Oh, out of space. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. And the Tar Heels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Now the play fake. He's going for the big play. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
offense in a bunch formation. Johnson wants to throw it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. The Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He lets it fly. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Tar Heels send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Using the quick game.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Tight end now in motion. Running back searching for a hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Fires to the tight end. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Going for the marker on the ground. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move this to the 1st down.
You know, I think there's a lot of people in the stadium that were wondering, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field? But the gamble paid off.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up, try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Setting up the screen. Inside the 25. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. They've moved it to the 19. 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Can't get him to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Johnson looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? He sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the 1st down.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision.
Touchdown, UNC! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The give to the back. Picks up the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. They go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Takes the handoff. It's Hall. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Tar Heels will try to run out the clock in the final minute. The give to the tailback. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the running back. It's a seam wide. Got enough space. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game. Doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae.
All right.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season.
Yeah,
That's
go
what you
for
want.
it.
You want to come out,
No, I
find a way
didn't.
to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season.
That was ugly.
1-0,
Louis.
that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
Thanks so much for
Threw like
spending some time with us.
341
For
yards.
David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has
Okay.
been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Man, we did good. Okay. Not bad. So. It was a cluster, but it's all right. All right, that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Thanks for hanging. I'm out.